welcome back to Fishy Fashy News. I'm Shyla Johnson, and today's broadcast is called Birds Be Trippin'.
Yes, indeed. The weather calls for clouds and a chance of fake winged creatures. My least favorite weather, aside from acid rain. I still have stars.
Anyways, today we have a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, Eris?
Call me Anime. Anime.
Eris, would you like to tell us your viewpoint on birds, the infamous flying creatures that we are all familiar with and love?
Okay.
Put the script down. You're not supposed to see it on the TV.
Okay. I am Eris, and I don't believe in birds. At least, not anymore. Back in my day, things were different. Back in 2022. I remember it like it was 2 years ago.
Maybe because it was, but continue.
Back when I was born, 2010. All those youthful years. There I was on the farm, watching my child, my sweet little Huckleberry, on her horse named 0.5 camera angle. She fell off, but never gave up.
Back to birds, please.
Hold your horse! Possibly named 0.5 camera angle. Anyways, birds. Patricia was my first pet since I was a little Huckleberry. She was great, kind, a parrot. I got lonely and I taught her words, but one day Patricia didn't speak words or respond to her name. Right after the government told us on the news that they saw UFOs, so we'd all be looking at the sky while they replaced our birds.
Eris, can we please get back to the birds?
Her eyes were black and soulless, except for a red pupil flashing every 30 seconds or so. She repeated everything I said that day at dinner perfectly, in my voice too, without even moving or opening her little beak. She was recording me to send to the government.
Interesting. As you can see, many people believe that birds are drones or cameras created by the government to spy on us. Eris, do you have anything more to add?
I'm not done. As I took notice of the birds around me, I realized that all the birds were like this. The government noticed pollution in the air, it was killing the birds, and took that way farther. We have so much worse air nowadays, and all the birds are replaced by mechanical robots. Birds used to be real, very real, and they were a threat.
Could you please elaborate more? I don't seem to understand
I
what
was
you're saying.
about to. Back many years ago, in the dawn of the dinos, birds were hungry for power like never before. They rose up, literally, and flew to space, grabbed the meteor, smashed it into Earth, flying away last second. The government knew this while studying fossils, of course. How else would they survive if they didn't know what was coming?
Quite an interesting viewpoint. That's the first of that argument I've ever heard.
Then you should join our research group. We meet on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
No, thank you. And back to the birds. Now, Eris, is there any argument about birds being real that seems reasonable to you?
Your loss. Birds are real, or they used to be, before the government killed them all. If they weren't a threat, they could have kept them alive. But because they were, if they had learned how to unclip their wings, they'd be pulling all dumb strings. They were beautiful. I used to love bird watching. But the new species coming out into nowhere, government.
Would you say this theory is similar, somewhat intertwined with other theories out there?
Of course. You see, the asteroid wasn't an asteroid. It was a spaceship disguised as an asteroid, and that's what the birds grabbed. Inside were humans, the government. They started to study the birds once they landed, one of the only remaining species after it hit.
All right, and how has research towards this theory been beneficial or worth it?
Worth it? I want to prove things right to America, the land of the free. And avenge Patricia.
Right, right, and why is this theory of birds not being real so intriguing to you?
For Patricia. But also, I don't want the government. America's a free country and should be run by us, not the government. And not the birds, too.
If there was anything about this theory in things such as shows, movies, and books, do you think it would be accurately represented?
To further prove that birds are real, the movies have clearly, very, very clearly automated birds to show that's what they would look like if they were faked. But it's clear as day that they clearly faked the birds because they're clearly fake.
Alright, and as you can see, that is this theory explained. Many people still believe that birds are not real, but there is a lot of proof that they are. Thank you, Eris, for being a special guest on this show, and thank you for watching. That's it. Join us again. Maybe one of our other stories will intrigue you more than this train wreck. What the?
Caca!